Today is another day, and today is that day where I get to put on the sway bars in the front and in the back for the 57 Chevy that I'm doing. And it's a pretty simple process. You got a bar, you got bushings, you got links, bigger bushings, and at the end of it all, you pretty much just bolt it up, and hopefully that you got it bolted up correctly. And this was already done a long time ago when I added them on. So obviously I won't be having to drill any holes because this is an aftermarket setup for the Tri-5, and it's simple enough to do. It's a matter of drilling 3 holes on this side and 3 holes on that side. And earlier today I went and got myself some new bushings. Prior I wanted black bushings. The ones that you can find in whether AutoZone or any other of those parts houses, you'll find the red ones. Well, I don't want it red, I want it black. So I ordered these online, Amazon. They're pretty cheap. I didn't need the links, I just wanted the bushings, and I think they were like $11 and change. So I had to buy 2 sets, obviously 1 set for the front and 1 set for the back. So I'm going to take the bushings out of the bag, obviously, and get my little bushings out because I'm going to need them. Have them ready. Yep, put all this silliness back. Maybe I can use these somewhere else doing long bolts. They're pretty long. They're probably a grade 5. It might be useful for something. So there's for that one. I really do enjoy putting this stuff together. It's a lot of time to do it, and when you're doing it by yourself, it gets a little trying. But at the end of the day, you've accomplished something, and that's all that matters. So if you're looking for certain parts, Dan Check sells a lot of this aftermarket sway bars. And actually, you can probably get sway bar kits from your local parts store, because I forgot all about ordering these bushings here. These are the ones that actually go on the bar. I forgot about ordering them, and the other ones that were on there they fell apart. They were so old, and they were the red ones. So I went to Advance. I deal with a few different parts houses. Advance, and they actually got for 57 Chevy those bushings. I was surprised that they actually had them, and they did. And I had to go to 2 different stores of Advance in order to snatch them up. The one I originally went to that I deal with the most didn't have them in stock, but 2 other stores within, like, I don't know, 5-mile radius had them, so no big deal. And as you can see, the brand name of where they actually sell them. So I wouldn't be surprised if you could probably get the whole complete setup from them, or even O'Reilly's or someplace like that, Napa. But enough of naming all these parts stores. I want to start putting it together in hopes that I don't scratch anything along the way. That's why I got the carpet down. Alright, it's going to go towards the end, like that, and like that. Obviously you can see that they're painted. I'll say it again, and I've said it before, I really do enjoy the color. Can't wait to put it on the car. Take these, the picture. I could probably show you. Yeah. These are big U-bolts that actually you got to drill the holes into the frame. It's pretty simple. Coming up from the bottom, drill a couple of holes, whatever the distance is, and then you can literally actually just slip this up in there through the front. Now, the ones in the back were a lot more difficult when doing it. You kind of had to hold the one end up, feed it up through the hole, and then fish it around, and then work it away around to the other hole, and then drop it down in there, because there's no access point where these U-bolts actually go for the back. So when putting those in, yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. So if you end up having to do it, have a magnet, one that you can use to make sure you don't lose it. You see, now it's back in. I'm going to wipe my fingerprints off this. Painted them too. I get a little carried away sometimes with the paint as far as stuff that I want painted and the way it looks. It separates me from the rest when it comes to the way I like to do these things. It goes like a this, and this goes like a this. And the centerpiece goes up, and then got the cup. Put the cup. Put the cup. Then the sleeve. Then a cup. Then the bushing. Let's see. Let's see. Carefully place it. I left that loose so that I hopes I wouldn't have any issues in installing it. Did I use the right one? See, here's where an extra set of hands would be most helpful. Yep, even a camera guy that was supposed to help me do this would have been helpful. But no camera guy, no extra hand. It's alright. I am a one-man show here at this point, and most likely will remain that way. Yes, sir. Another one going up. Yep. I see, I'm gonna have to do this. Yep. Deepity. 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 The links are on. They're bolted in place. Spin these around. Put the bracket on. And hope for the best. Whew. Takes your breath away. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. I gotta fix this. Like a this. Just like a this. Okay. What's the scoop? Gotta get a nut started. At least a couple of threads. Come on now. Get started. You can do it. You can do it. What the heck? Okay. That's one side. I gotta lose this. It's too much. Oh, so far so good though. Absolutely. Yep. Go to the other side. Move that out of the way. This way I can be on the carpet a little bit. You know, work on the red carpet. Walk on the red carpet. Be on the red carpet. Something like that. Alright, so yeah, I'm having fun here. Now it's time for the second one. Alrighty. Let me make sure it's pretty well centered up on either side, and I don't have it pulled more one than the other. Balance it out. That's what it's supposed to do anyway. Whew! Let's see. That's about 3/4 of an inch, and that's about 3/4 of an inch. Yes, sir. Wow, that looks so pretty. Time to tighten it up. Roll out of time each side. Give me back my darn socket. Well, the bushing's getting a little weird. Don't know why. As long as it does what it's supposed to do, that's all you can ask for. Yep. It's because there's paint on those nuts. Leaving all kinds of marks. Sweat marks. Ooh, nice breeze. Socket doesn't want to come off. Yeah, there's another way. Yep, here we go. Alright, that one came off. Time to do the next one. Oh yeah. Got it. Found it! And that's that one. Yep. Next I'm gonna tighten up the other little brackets. This one here is loose. So, pretty sure it's 1/2 inch. Let's see. Alrighty then. Oh yeah. 9/16. Need a 9/16 wrench. Preferably open end. Yep. Rock it and roll it. Might as well lay on the red carpet. It's a lot more comfortable than laying on the concrete. You can believe that. I gotta be careful. Ah, yes. Look at that mug. part of it anyway. That's right. This one's a little more detailed. This one here involves a little bit more than what the front one actually has to offer. Let's see, how's that for a shot? Let me angle the camera down a little bit. I think that'll work. Hopefully that'll work. Alright. This one here is a little more involved. It's got additional brackets, this U-shaped, that goes on to the axle tube. And obviously you have these nice size U-bolts that'll come up obviously from the bottom up, and then the bracket, and then these brackets. There's two sets of brackets. This one here goes on for the axle, and then we have, where are you? This one here, if you can see it, goes on the frame itself. See those bolts there, these bolts here, and it goes like this. Yep, just like that. And that being said, I'll put that one over there, that one over there, put that one over there, put that one over there, and put a bushing over there, and I got part of my bushing. Here's the other one. See, there's the second set. That's what I wanted, black like I said. There we go. And then we got the rest over here for this side. So, this one goes over there. And then we got the bar. So, this one's kind of going to be a little bit of a trial and error because I moved the leaf springs in. As I shown in a prior video, that I wanted to be able to put a wider tire on. So in order to do that, one of the things you have to do is you got to put the leaf springs or change the whole rear suspension altogether. But one of the simpler ways for the Tri-5 is to actually move the leaf springs. You can buy the pocket kit. There's several of them listed, whether on eBay or Amazon, anywhere you can find them. Even I think the Tri-5 magazines that are out there, they all have these kits, and obviously you want a complete kit. It comes with bushings, shackles, everything you need to install it, everything, U-bolts, you name it. I originally used, I started with the U-bolts and the brackets that came with the kit, and the only thing I didn't like about it, I'm going to show you, is the reason why I changed it to what I had from the factory on there for the shocks that when I bought the car that had on there is it was more conducive for the shock mounting. Now, as you can see here, hopefully, it's a 90 coming off the bottom of the bracket where obviously the U-bolts go through. And with that being on there the way it is, and obviously it would be on there so that this would be on that side, that this stem sticking out was for the shock. Well, the angle of the shock based on the support going across the top, it would put too much of a twist or angle on the shock to where it would really destroy the bushing at the bottom end. I didn't want that. The original ones that I had on the car from 40 plus years ago is more set at an angle and worked well with the shock. So I took these off and I put those on, and it works out much better. But I'm not throwing them away. I'm going to keep them. You never know, I could use them for something else. When it comes to metal, unless it's pure crap and I won't ever really need it, I get rid of it. But other than that, I save a lot of brackets and metal because when you need it, you'll have it. Because if you have to go out and get it, you're going to lose time. Time to me is more valuable than the part itself, so I'd rather hang on to it, and this way I don't got to go anywhere. I can just take what I have off the shelf, look for it, and I'll probably remember that I have it, so I'll find it, and I'll use it. Absolutely. So, this on, this back on, this on, just like these long bolts. I don't need them now, but you never know. Alright, so I'm going to grab that bar in itself and see how it's going to lay out in correspondence to these brackets. If they got to go right up against it, or if they got to go a little bit away from it, just to see how it's going to mount. Because these, let's see, this goes down there. This is for, this goes here. This will go like this, and then obviously these will hang down here. So I just want to make sure wherever it's going to fit that I have it ready for it. Put that like that. I don't want to be scratching it and all that other silliness. So, see, this goes like this on there. And that'll end up being like that. So, just to make sure, I'm going to flip this around and make sure my angles are correct. Because it might have to go like this. And like this. The other way I think is better. Almost looks like it's the same, but it's really not. Yeah. Those are longer links. Alrighty. Yeah, so this will go like this. And actually, I'm going to give it some space from there. Let's make sure. Yeah. Yep. I'm probably going to take it about an inch from the U-bolt. I think that'll be a comfortable position. Make it even on both sides. Alright. This end's going to go down like this. Take the nuts off, the U-bolts. This will go up in here, hopefully with no issues. Absolutely. Let me see. Have to get this to go in a little bit better. Squeeze them in. It's working. Ooh, yeah. Yep. Much better. Okay. So, do I put the links on first like I did over there and let it hang? That'll help. I can do this like this. Maybe. Maybe not. That's about an inch and a half in. What I'm going to be able to do is see if I can get this setup to stay there. so it doesn't slide. So maybe, just maybe, 2 inches from the U-bolt could work. Just maybe. Yeah, it seems about right. Just maybe. Excellent movie. Funny. Can't beat those guys. They the best. Alright. There's the other one. Let's see. Okay. For now, let me see. Let me see. Well, nope. That's why I wanted to put that on last. Back these off. Glad I didn't really crank them down. I did lean it more forward so I could test this. Nope. Alrighty. Put the bushing in. Yes. That like that. Put these like these. Come on now. Show me some love. There we go. Oh. The bushing. I moved it. That's that right there. It's getting squished out. Well, we're halfway there. I wonder. Wonder. Who wrote the book of cars? I wonder if this would be too long. Absolutely. Way too long. Absolutely. Nope. Let's stick with the plan. Stick with the plan. Absolutely. I want that one there. I want this one. And I want this one. Don't want that one. Do this, do this, do this, and do this. Get those ready for that. My toes are aching. I might have to wait until there is weight on this thing, because it ain't working. Dab nabbit. Tricks are for kids. But I will put it together anywho, so the parts don't get misplaced, and at least that much is in. Because it is easier to put it in when the body isn't on the car. You could do it from underneath, it's not a big deal. But you got a wheel well over here for a spare tire, you got the gas tank in the middle over here. All that silliness for nothing. So, I can, and I will, do it as I sees it. Assembly in it. So, that's what I'm going to do. Bite the bag, tear it open, get them bushings out that I need. Yep. Yep. Here's my new brake hose. Here's my polished brass piece that I have to unscrew and fasten it to this. I won't bore you with that silliness. That will have to go on there because obviously I need brakes. New brake lines will be run. I'll probably do that after the body's on the car. It will be a little easier considering that the master cylinder and everything else will be in place, and I'll be making new lines. Or use the ones that I never used before that I had on the car. Just polish them up, make them look nice and pretty. That's right. But that's it for that. I hope this was a little bit better video. Like I said in the other day's video, that I actually, this is new to me. But I'm going to do my best and create some sort of content that might be useful, or just doing it because I like doing it. And people that like these older cars, if they're interested in looking at it to see for what it is and what you can actually do to your car, if you have the ability to do it yourself or even a place, whatever. But this is what I do anyway, so I might as well show it. And if you do enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to make a comment, that's great. If not, that's fine too. If you haven't subscribed yet, that'd be great, just like everybody else says. Tell your friends. I only have a handful of friends, so I don't know how far that'll actually get me as far as telling my friends to, you know, subscribe and watch the video. So, but nevertheless, peace out. Until the next video, go get something done.